this little thing we're doing. What do you think about this Aaron Rodgers situation? Since I just brought him up.
Oh, I like this question. Oh, listen, and my dad actually is a huge Aaron Rodgers and Green Bay fan, but he's a smart man. I don't want to sit here and say that Aaron Rodgers is like an idiot, but how much does he think he's gonna get in that much better of a situation than he is on the Packers? Listen, the media protects Rodgers like he's their golden child. I
agree. I was watching ESPN this morning. It's the same. I was thinking the same thing.
It's no disrespect to him. The guy is definitely a top 10 quarterback of all time when he retires. But the guy's a terrible leader. Number one, you just watch his games. You'll
see body language.
Yeah, his body language is terrible. A receiver will drop a pass and he'll just stare at him. He'll give him a death stare. Like what? Why would you want to play with a quarterback that does that? And the guy had an MVP season last year. The guy has all the talent in the world, but at the end of the day, we're gonna need to stop making excuses for him. In the NFC Championship, the guy's 1-4. He had a chance to beat Tom Brady several times.
Multiple times,
his defense, and people want to say, oh, his defense is terrible. They're all right. They forced 3 turnovers in the second half, and Rodgers they had a chance to put the game away, and he just didn't. And that's just how it went. And also, the guy played with a top 3 O-line last year, one of the best running games. He's throwing to the best receiver in the league, and he's just throwing fits. And I get it to a degree, because why did they draft Jordan Love? Why? But that's
what I think that's got to be the turning point for him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That has to be, because everything else makes no sense to me.
Mm-hmm.
I tend to agree with you. Everyone's complaining, they haven't drafted a wide receiver in 10 years. Like, they've also had the best offense in the league probably for those 10 years. So why do you need
Rodgers has played with great players over his career.
Why do you need to add wide receiver talent when you have guys who are stepping up and playing great when your defense can't fucking do shit? So obviously you address the defensive side of the ball first. Like, you have Aaron Rodgers, you have Devonta Adams, Aaron Jones, you have great offensive players, great O-line. Why do you need to keep drafting offensive players?
100%.
Your defense sucks, you draft defense. I think it's very, very easy to understand.
It's very easy to understand.
I don't get what this whole thing was. I think it's like a respect thing, but why? It has to be something that no one knows about, because if we want, that whole drafting perspective is stupid. That makes no sense.
Mm-hmm.
Your offense is a top 5 offense in the league for a decade, and you're going to tell me that, because you didn't draft a wide receiver? That's a horrible argument. I don't want to ever hear that.
It just doesn't make sense, because and again, I get it, because they ended up drafting a quarterback.
That is the one thing.
So because then they just threw everything out the window and just went after a quarterback. But I agree. They didn't need to draft a receiver. Would it have been cool? Yeah. It would have helped Rodgers? Maybe. But,
was there a receiver at that point that gave enough value?
Exactly.
Maybe not on their board.
For me, I always you could judge draft picks as much as you want, but when I look at it, it's like if a team drafts in the right position, I mean, this is not defending them at all, but if a team drafts in the right position, I don't think you could ever be mad at the draft pick. This is a little sidetrack, but like for example, when the Eagles drafted Rieger, I don't know how you say his name, but he was they thought he was all right, we think he's our guy. So I don't think you could only judge a team so much for not selecting a guy. But when you draft out of position, that's when it's all right, that was a fucking stupid ass draft pick.
The thing is, though,
that's how I look at it always.
Drafting Jordan Love is they saw you have to understand that the Packers have been very, very good for a long time, and there's a reason for that.
They have good management.
But at the same time, a guy like Jordan Love drops, a guy with probably top 15 value in that draft. Top 20 value. He drops to 27, 28, somewhere around there, 29 maybe. And you see a guy that Aaron Rodgers, he's not going to play forever. This guy has a lot on your board, your own draft board. He's probably very high up on it, because he was one of the top 4 quarterbacks in the draft. And quarterbacks are not easy to come by. And you're looking for the next 15 to 20 years. You're not looking just for the next season.
100. You're hitting the nail right on the head right now.
Yeah, I don't see why that's such a. It is a big deal for Aaron Rodgers. But Aaron Rodgers also being a fucking baby about it. He's being a baby.
For being honest, yeah,
absolutely, it really is.
But it goes back to what we said before, that if you have a chance to draft a franchise quarterback, you do it. And you can't blame a team for thinking about the future. you got to think about it from their perspective, like you were saying. Aaron Rodgers, the year before his MVP season, he was an all right quarterback. It was looking like he was gonna start declining like heavily, and he goes out and has an MVP season.
Motivation. Maybe that's what they were trying to do.
Yeah, so
I don't know.
it kind of throws a fork in it, but.